We've really strived to bring a softness into this space and a level of understatement that really encourages the idea of relaxation and welcome. My name is Sophia Leopardi of Williams Burton Leopardi, and I have the pleasure of being the interior lead.
My name is David Burton of Williams Burton Leopardi. I was the principal architect, and this is our project, Casa Ref. This house sits on the traditional lands of the Kaurna people in an area known as College Park, and it's really typified by bluestone, sandstone villas, so it's a really, really beautiful area. So this is a bay-windowed villa. It's got very gracious proportions. It sits really comfortably in the middle of a block. One of the things that people do in Adelaide is they like to renovate these buildings, and so a lot of our work is involved in doing alterations and additions to make them more modern for the 21st century. So the clients have 3 children. They were very young at the start of the project. In fact, one was born around about the beginning of the project. So a lot of what we've done is to try and allow for a robust house, or a house that addresses all the living spaces that are needed, but at the same time not trying to overbuild it.
Designing for family is something that we're familiar with, and when our clients brought this to us as a key driver of the project, we were really excited, as it's a place that we really love to start. Considering a home that will age and grow with someone is a really lovely way of beginning the process. The family were really seeking to create something that was graceful and beautiful, but functioned for the daily chaos of family life. So the layout of this house is typical of this style of villa: a front formal room, both bay windowed, principal bedroom, and then the children's bedroom, family bathroom, as well as the stair that leads you to the upstairs area. So the link leading in from the garage takes you through into the core living zone, which houses the kitchen, pantry, dining space and living room. As well as some panelling that leads you through into the laundry and a cellar. The garden is bounded on both sides, on one side with the barn, on the opposite side with the pool.
To that extent then we will work in with a landscape designer, and Lee Gray really stepped in and took the planting and the finessing of those spaces to a new level.
Our clients have Italian heritage, and so the idea of a Mediterranean lifestyle centred around outdoor space, spaces to retreat, spaces to share food, and spaces that just encourage a long lingering of togetherness. Integral to that idea of Mediterranean living is the way that the kitchen is connected and flows outside. Another key requirement of our clients was to create a space to retreat to within the garden.
We looked at the idea of creating an outbuilding. And in fact, the building next door has an outbuilding that's a very similar sort of topology. A lot of this project revolves around the idea of concealment of elements. That's partly because family life can be pretty rugged.
And that idea of concealing the daily mess of life, whether that's the laundry or pantry space, gives the ability to bring some ease into some of those daily rituals that take place. So we always seek to bring a sense of connection to an existing fabric, really taking inspiration from the quality, proportion and materiality of the existing home. We brought this together with a palette of natural materials. There's the washed oak flooring that knits together the existing and the new. A statement natural stone that rolls through kitchen, through into bathroom spaces, again helps to link old and new together.
We like to think of experiencing a building from the inside out. So a lot of the decisions that we make are about how you move through a building and how you experience it. So we've taken that through to the idea of how we've composed the rear additions of the house. The screens in particular are there from a functional point of view. They are obviously something that filters light, it also stops overlooking, but it also provides some depth to that rear elevation and facade that creates a really nice appearance of solidity. A lot of older houses tend to be a little bit dark, so light's usually something that we really try to bring into all of our designs. The especially nice thing about this particular house is that you borrow a lot of dappled light from around. There's some beautiful gum trees to the north and east of this property which really throw some glorious shadows across the garden into the house.
The design really harnesses light from every aspect. In the new additions, northern light filters through the screens and the beautiful vine, giving dappled light across the beautiful new surfaces. The bedrooms and the front spaces have a softer southern light, bringing a sense of calm and tranquility. We really use that final layer of furniture to bring an element of contrast. The key interior space, we really strive to keep a restrained material palette, something that's calm and that can be overlaid over time. There are several pieces of furniture that really bring a punctuation of colour, but at the same time bring a sense of comfort and welcome into that space. For me, what I'm most proud of is the sense of pride that our clients have in their home, and possibly even more so than that, knowing that it will have a positive ongoing impact in their lives.
My favourite part is the way that the older elements of landscape have been knitted into the site, and especially now with the red leaves falling off. It's a real reminder about how you live in a house throughout changing seasons.